My name is Yona. I'm the after school leader at Field Teen Center, and today I'm going to be talking about Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell, which is the sequel to Carry On, in which we met Simon and Baz. Simon is sort of a Harry Potter-like boy wonder figure, and Baz is a Draco Malfoy-like rival who's also a vampire, and they're very gay for each other, and they've survived a lot of stuff. At the beginning of the second book, we find them having graduated from their magical school and kind of coping with that trauma not very well. So Penny, their other friend, a fellow magician, and roommate, decides they need to go on a road trip through the United States, which is a big event for them because they're all from England. Now, an important thing to know about this book is it is a sequel. Unlike the first book, I don't feel like it stands on its own. Carry On, you can read straight through, you get the adventure, you get the character arcs done. Wayward Son is clearly meant to be a middle book. And the third book, Any Way the Wind Blows, did just come out at the beginning of July 2021. So I'm kind of waiting to withhold full judgment until I read the third book, because it does seem like the next book is gonna pick up right where this one left off. We are left wondering, are Simon and Baz gonna fix their relationship? Spoiler, we don't figure that out quite yet. We're left wondering what Penny is gonna do and a new friend of theirs, how he's gonna fit into the puzzle moving forward. So we have a lot of questions. But what this book does serve up that's really fun is a glimpse at the United States through a different perspective. And that perspective being, of course, a magical one. And it's really fun to see how the magic in the US compares to the magic in the UK in the previous book and in kind of magical school fiction in general. I think the best thing that Rainbow Rowell does in this series is unpack a lot of tropes and remix them. So we've got wizards and we've got dragons, and we've got werewolves. No, actually, I take that back. I don't remember if they're werewolves, but there are vampires, which is what I meant to say. And we see them in a way that we don't necessarily normally see them, except in like fan fiction and remixes of that style. Because again, the comparisons between Harry Potter and Draco and Hermione are really, really strong and obvious. But in this version, it's canon that they're gay. It's canon that they're in a relationship. So it's really fun to see that be the official thing in this series. And also it feels like Rainbow Rowell is having a lot of fun with these characters. So for example, we've got Penny, who tries too hard and does too much and makes a big mess in that way. And then we've got Simon, who's basically doing as little as possible because he's depressed and just melting down and making messes in that way. And then we have Baz, who has his like two-piece floral suit. So if these are words that are exciting to you, you're gonna love this because there's a lot of all three of those things. So I would recommend this for fans of Harry Potter, though I think you should read the first book, Carry On, first. If you like this series and you haven't yet read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, I really recommend it. So Fangirl is realistic fiction, unlike this one, which is fantasy. And it's about a freshman in college who is writing a fanfic about Simon and Baz, and Carry On is essentially the story she was writing. So if you want a more human perspective on the person doing the writing and a story about a girl kind of coming into her own and exploring herself through the writing, I think that's worth reading. I think my final caveat about this series is it is a gay romance, but it's also definitely a gay romance written by a straight middle-aged white lady, and it feels like it, but it's still fun. So ultimately, I think this series is fun, and I'm really excited to read the third book. So if you have already read the third book, let us know what you think. Let us know how you think it compares to the second book in particular. And if you haven't read it yet, might as well do it. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that you will too.